welcome back to the Citizen channel. You're all staying safe and well. Another happy player ratings. Let's hope this continues, although I'm not overly optimistic. But we'll talk about that in our preview of the Arsenal game coming up, of course. I'll be doing that later on. This is a player rating, City 2, Napoli 0. Yes, I've had to rein it in a little bit, playing against 10 men for about 70 minutes. So, yeah, if we were aiming to learn too much from this, I think it was quite difficult under the circumstances with Napoli making that, or the captain making that rash tackle on Haaland, of course. So it's the scores I've tried to keep reasonable, depending, on the basis of City playing a 10-man Napoli, who were still very good. They are the Italian champions. They are top of the league, so you can't disrespect them. But as far as the quality of the team play, but of course Conte had to sort of make decisions, get rid of KDB, etc. So you can't really judge it on that, can you? But we'll have a look at what the players did anyway. As I said, I'm probably a little bit lower than Sam Bukowski. We'll have a look at his ratings for the Manchester Evening News. Of course, this game took place on Thursday. Watching City on a Thursday night. We play Thursday because we're in shite. No, this doesn't work, does it? Yeah, because we're not. Well, we are. Well, we're not as good as we used to be. Right, let's have a look at this, guys, please. We'll have some SofaScore stats as well. And if you do like the content, do like the channel, press that like button, guys. Much appreciated. Subscribe if you've not already done so. And hype. Yes, we have a hype button now. Give us some hype points, guys. That'd be very, very appreciated. Helps the algorithms and all this sort of thing. So if you can help this channel out, we're sort of plodding on for 42,000 subscribers now. So if you can help get us there and promote the channel through the various means, thank you very much. Right, let's get on with this player ratings. Let me know your opinions as well, guys. Don't forget. We'll start with the big man at the back, Donnarumma. Made one good save in the first half. He did, and wasn't needed after that once Napoli were reduced to 10. Yeah, he's absolutely right. Simon's given a 7. I don't think that one save is worth giving him a full point over a 6, which is the average score, of course, for players. Just another clean sheet and a pretty restful night for him. It was a good save. Yes, it's a good reflex save. But I've just scored him a 6 because he didn't really have that much to do, did he? Saves, he made 1. This is SofaScore. 1 high claim. Saves from inside the box, 1. Touches, 25. Accurate passes, 16 out of 19, which is 84%. He had 3 long balls, of which none of them were accurate. So, I think 6 is about right for Donnarumma. On to our new starting right back, Mr. Kusanov. Yes, Simon said looks more uncomfortable than Diaz with the ball on the edge of the opposition box. Yeah, I think he gets a bit of a nosebleed if he has to go into the other's half, doesn't he? But defended well, said Simon, and showed a willingness to go forward. So he's given him a 7. Yeah, so little to do at the back. If you look at his heat map, he was able to roam more forward, more as sort of forward-thinking wing-back without no overlapping or anything like this. I don't think we're going to get that from Kusanov. You never know what Pep can do with him. But yeah, when he needed to defend, he was there. No problems at all. So I'll give him a 6.5. Let's have a look at his stats. 1 clearance, 2 interceptions, 2 tackles. Was dribbled past once. He won 2 out of 3 ground duels. He had 1 aerial duel, which he lost. He lost possession just 3 times, which is fine. Touches 93 with a 78 out of 79. Pass accuracy 99%, very good. 2 crosses, neither were accurate, and he made 2 out of 2 long balls, and he blocked a shot as well. I don't remember that one. I thought they only had the 1 shot, but anyway, don't know about that one. Right, on to Diaz. Simon said a few sloppy passes in his own half, but he led the defence well and kept them pushing for the clean sheet. Yeah, we'll see what the stats say about the passes. I don't particularly remember too much amiss with Ruben. Simon again gave him a 7. He's very generous tonight. I've just given him a 6. He was able to roam forward without causing too much devastation. So yeah, I have to give him a 6. He made 1 clearance, 1 tackle. Dribble past once. He won 1 out of 2 ground duels. He won 3 out of 7 aerial duels. Yes, it's not always his best thing, aerial duels, but if he can win at least half of them, which he nearly did, we're happy. Lost possession 10 times, 102 touches with a 92% pass completion, 88 out of 96. He had 2 crosses, neither of which were accurate. He made 2 accurate long balls, 1 shot off target and 1 shot blocked. Yeah, he's another guy who tends to get a bit of a nosebleed going forward. We don't expect Ruben to, apart from the odd chance, an odd goal he gets, but Yeah, it was okay. Nothing special for me. It just comfortable last night, as most of the defence were once Napoli went down to 10 men. Gvardiol, Simon said, a quiet game, albeit that was no bad thing. Looked comfortable alongside Diaz and covered well for O'Reilly. Yeah, and again, Simon scored him a 7. I think he'll be happy. I thought he was all right, actually, of the defenders. I think he was a little bit better than what Simon said, and reasonably quiet run out. He was the guy who got beat for that corner where they obviously Donnarumma had to make a save. He was the last man to try and head it, of course, but I'm not going to particularly blame him for that. There's 2 or 3 City players there, and I think O'Reilly might have been there as well. He didn't even get off the ground, but yeah, I'll give him a 6.5. Let's have a look at his stats. 1 clearance, 3 interceptions. He won his only ground duel. He won 1 out of 2 aerial duels. He lost possession 5 times, 89 touches, 76 out of 80 passes were accurate, 95%. He made 2 out of 3 accurate long balls, 1 shot on target, 1 shot off target, 1 shot blocked, and dribble attempt successful, 1 out of 1. O'Reilly, I think, just had a quick look at the match highlights now, and he's more involved than I think half the time. O'Reilly, he's one of these guys that you sort of tend not to think about. But again, like most of the City defence midfield or sort of a defensive midfield, he sort of was allowed to roam a little bit more last night. Got a lot of space, of course, against 10 men, of course, as the game wore on. Simon said, good recoveries in defence and remains a nuisance for opponents when he goes forward towards a box. Yeah, he's given him a 7. I'll give him a 6.5. I just thought it took full advantage of more space to play in last night. It sort of worked for him. He'll enjoy it. If he plays against Arsenal, he won't get that sort of space there, will he? But we could only do what we do, can't we? We can only rate him on who they're playing against. And of course, last night I think he enjoyed himself. He made 1 total tackle. He just won 1 out of 3 ground duels. He won 2 out of 2 aerial duels. He lost possession 12 times. 1 foul, touches 89 with a 90% pass completion rate, 63 out of 70. He made 2 crosses. 1 was accurate. 2 long balls, none were accurate. 1 shot on target and 1 shot blocked. On to the guy a lot of people were surprised started, but I thought he'd start and be brought off if things were going okay, and they were. Rodri, Simon said, on hand to pick up possession and get City out of a number of potentially troubling situations at the back. He's given a 7. This time I've agreed with Simon. Yeah, I've given him a 7 as well. I thought it was a great game for Rodri, certainly. As I say, once the space opened up and Napoli dropped back with 10 men, he was able to watch what was going on in front of him. And he was able to get a good rest as well, wasn't he? Which hopefully means he'll be fine to at least start against Arsenal. But yeah, a bit of a bonus that the fact, say, Napoli did have to defend and go down to 10 men. But yeah, he played really well till then, didn't he, I thought. Touches 109, accurate passes 82%. 92%. My eyes have got in the morning. My eyes struggle, guys. My apologies. 92%. I mean, I've got it in large print as well. 87 out of 95 passes complete. 3 key passes. 5 out of his 7 long balls were accurate. 1 shot on target. 2 ground duels, 1 out of 2. He won 4 aerial duels out of 4. Man of the match stuff, this, isn't it? Possession lost 11. It's okay. Clearances 3, interceptions 1, and tackles 2. Yeah, Rodri had a good game, as I say. A bit like O'Reilly. He's got to find it a little bit tougher on Sunday, but anyway. Reinders, Simon said, look, most likely to score for a while, as he was happy to test the Napoli keeper with his feet and his head. Yeah, more like it. Yeah, good keeper, actually. You know, wasn't he on United's books? They could do with him back, I think, couldn't they? Yeah, he's given him a 7. Again, I give him a 6.5. Yeah, he did test the keeper, but testing him, you've got to put it in the net as well, haven't you, mate? But again, like most of them, it's really hard to judge. Is Reinders back? We can't say that, can we, against a 10-man opposition like this? But another one who enjoyed a bit more freedom last night, I give him a 6.5. He had 1 assist, so well done for that. 59 touches, accurate passes, 41 out of 44, 93%. 2 key passes, 1 out of 2 accurate crosses, 1 long ball accurate out of 1. He created 1 big chance, shots on target 2, shots off target 2, shots blocked 1, dribble attempt successful, none out of 1. Ground duels 1, none out of 6. Now that for a bit more of a defensive the element of it, that's not great. Possession lost 8 times, 1 foul, was dribbled past twice. So yeah, I'll stick with my original score. I was thinking early doors then with them stats, he perhaps played a little bit better than I thought, but I'll stick with what I originally thought of. I say, always let me know what you think, guys, as well. Foden. Simon says City's best creator from the start, looking sharp and wanting the ball. A terrific assist for the first goal. It's great. It's great when you've got confidence, isn't it? This is how you play. Simon's given him an 8. I've not quite matched that. I've gone a 7.5, but he was definitely, I think, my standout player on the night. Is he back? Let's hope. Let's hope. He had a lot of fun. And let's say he enjoyed the space again last night, like most of them did. His stats: 1 assist. Expected assist 1.39, so he didn't do as well as he should have done, should he? But anyway, touches 82, accurate passes 56 out of 65, that's 86%. 8 key passes. He made 5 accurate crosses out of 11. Two long balls were accurate out of 3. He created 1 big chance, 1 shot on target, 1 shot off target. He didn't win his only ground duel. He lost possession 17 times, which sounds a bit high. And clearances 1, but yeah, he's looking good, isn't it? Let's see how he goes on from there. Eh? Bernardo had his moments, said Simon, on the right wing, and it was an amazing block that stopped him getting an assist when Reinders nearly scored. Yeah, Bernardo. Simon's given him a 7, bit like the old Bernardo last night. Again, on the proviso of playing against 10 men, but when he had the ball, it sort of stuck with him. I think he twisted and turned like his old self. So I thought he played well last night. But again, I'm not going to go mad. I'm going to give him a 6.5. He had 76 touches, 96% pass accuracy, 64 out of 67. 2 key passes, 2 crosses, of which 1 was accurate. He had 4 accurate long balls out of 5. Dribble attempts successful, none out of 1. He won 3 out of 4 ground duels, a bit more like the old Bernie that, who didn't win his only aerial duel. He lost possession just 5 times, that's very good. Total tackles 3, yeah, a bit like the old Bernie. That's again with all the caveats that we've been talking about, of course. Doku, Simon said, wasteful for most of the game, but then turned it on in the box for a lovely individual strike to continue his momentum. Yeah, great goal. Might be questions asked about the Napoli defence, but he took it really well. Took the space, run into the space well, put the ball on target between the goalkeeper's legs. It could have hit the goalkeeper, could not. It's just, don't think he particularly nutmegged him. He just wanted to make sure the shot was on target, so full credit. Simon's given him a 7. Goal will certainly do him no harm at all, will it? Otherwise, I thought he was busy. Yeah, a little bit of lack of end product, perhaps, but not particularly. Let's have a look at his stats. That might tell us a little bit more. But I scored him a 7 as well. Of course, he scored the goal. I could probably gone to 7.5 if I thought he'd done a little bit more. Well, let's have a look at his stats anyway. 66 touches. 86% pass accuracy, 42 out of 49. 4 key passes, 1 cross accurate out of 2, 1 shot on target, 1 shot blocked. Dribble attempt successful, 3 out of 4. Ground duels won 6 out of 11. Possession lost 13 times. 1 foul, was fouled 3 times. Offside once and made 1 interception. So I thought that was pretty good, actually. I will stick at 7, but he's almost, I'd probably go for 7.2 or something like that, 7.3. But I'll stick at 7 for Doku and say well done for the goal. And hopefully that'll keep him pushing forward. He's had, like most of this team now, have had 2 good games on the trot. Haaland, Simon said, earned City their man advantage in the first half and broke the deadlock in the second. Yeah, great goal from Haaland. He knows his heading's not his greatest ability, but a lovely touch. 8 out of 10 from Simon. I'll give him a 7. I thought he wasn't his busiest, but he took the goal, so that'll do nicely. His expected goals was 0.75, so yeah, obviously he did better than that, didn't he, with that goal. Shots on target 1. Shots off target 3. 14 touches. He made 5 out of 7 accurate passes, 71%. Ground duels, he won his only ground duel. Aerial duels, he won 2 out of 4. He lost possession 4 times, was fouled 1. So a pretty quiet game for Haaland. Of course, he didn't have to come back defending like a centre half last night, did he? But yeah, so I'm happy with that score. And on to the subs, only a couple played any sort of meaningful time. Gonzalez came on for Rodri, of course, after half an hour, so managed to get 30-odd minutes. Simon said, controlled the midfield well after being summoned to protect Rodri, so he's given him a 7. I'd agree with it. I thought Gonzalez just slotted in nicely. He had 63 touches. Yeah, I'm not going to score him a 7, though. I'm just going to score him a 6. I'll score him a 6. Yeah, I'm not putting it on here. Might have missed it off. I'll give him a 6. I thought he was okay. I don't want rave over the average. He did what he had to do against a a pretty forlorn Napoli at that stage. 63 touches, 57 out of 60 accurate passes, 95%. 4 accurate long balls out of 4, 1 shot off target. He won his only ground duel. He won both his aerial duels, lost possession 3 times, 1 interception, total tackle. Yeah. So there you go. Yeah, I've got his score here now. Yeah, possibly could not believe his luck, I said, and took Rodri's place seamlessly. So I did give him a 6.5. I'm just looking at those stats. Yeah, I think that's fair. I'll give him a 6.5. I think he deserves that for his, say, a lot of pressure on the guy coming on for Rodri, so I'll do that. And the only other guy who got meaningful minutes was Savvy, of course, for Doku. Wasn't on long enough for me to score, but Simon gave him a 6, said he tried to spark something. He had 36 touches, 1 cross that wasn't accurate, and that's it, really. That's the stats. And, of course, the other guys, we'll just quickly mention that they did come on for the last 10, 12 minutes or so. Lewis, Aki and Bob all replaced Reinders, Gvardiol and Haaland respectively. There you go, guys. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know your ratings. Of course, coming out, or I'm going to be doing it the next couple of hours, is the Arsenal preview. Say we didn't learn too much about that, did we, from this game? I was hoping if this had been a fair contest, 11 against 11, not our fault, of course, then we might be able to sort of tell out where we are, but I still think we're a bit short on going to Arsenal and winning there, unless we get a bit of luck. And really at Arsenal, we'll have to ride a lot of luck, I think. So anyway, join me for that preview, guys. We'll have a little bit more of a chat about it, and it'd be interesting to see what Pep's 11 will be as well. Will it be 3 games? Join me as we have a look at that. Will it be 3 games with the same starting 11? We'll have to see, won't we? Anyway, and of course, the story of the game, of this game, the Napoli game, will be out on Saturday, guys, just before the Sunday. And of course, check out my season 2025-26 special on City against Arsenal back in time. Check that out, guys, if you get a chance before the game. So join me then. Thanks for watching, guys. Please, if you enjoy the content, or you just want to contact me, or you want to help the channel over and above pressing those buttons, all you ever have to do is stay watching and listening.
Thanks for that, guys. Hope you enjoyed the feature anyway, and please, if you can, give us a thumbs up, give us a like, that'd be wonderful. And if you're not already a subscriber, it'd be great if you could subscribe. It's absolutely free. Also, check out all my social media links. They'll be in the description and comments below if you want to follow me on TikTok, Instagram, X, Facebook. We can chat on there and do all things City, of course. Also, if you're into film and TV, don't forget, a lot of this channel is film and TV stuff. I love me film and TV like I do City. So if you're into that, have a look. Or even though someone who might not be that bothered about the football but likes film and TV, give them a kick in my direction. I'll be very grateful. And special thanks as ever to supporters of the channel. McAtee, they've got a little eBay shop selling film and TV memorabilia mainly, including books, magazines, posters, lots of posters, and they do have some City stuff as well that they've purloined off me over time, so there'll be a few bits and pieces, probably more going on as well. So have a look at McAtee on eBay. And yes, if you do go onto eBay, and if you're a member, we do have memberships, 99p a month. You get early access to all my vlogs, so as soon as I do them, you get them. Sometimes it could be months before they're published generally, so a lot of the history stuff, so you have access. The membership gives you access to that. It gives you 10% extra off at McAtee if you want to buy any of that memorabilia. That's all that you can actually gain that from being a member. And support the channel. That's a great way of supporting the channel, of course, like watching the ads on the original thing that you've seen now, my original feature. That'd be fantastic. So yeah, also, before we go, podcasts. If you like your podcasts, I do a podcast with Mike Long in South Korea. It's called Bolt from the Blue, in our 8th season. We've had some good fun on there. We're trying to have a bit of humour, generally look at City's games as and when we play them, have a look back. So please check out that. It's on Soundcloud, Spotify, all good places you get your podcasts from. There you go, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed everything about this feature, and you didn't mind me asking you about this at the end. And please, all I ever ask for you is to stay safe, everyone, especially you Blues.